All right, welcome to yet another episode of BBE TV. I'm your host. Damn, I got a few names that I go by. And I think I might drop Ignat. But we'll talk about that. But last night I was DJ Uncle Ron, which I feel like is fitting.
I like that. I don't know if I want to call you Uncle Ron, though.
Anyway, I have a really good guest. I have a very special guest in the building today. Very, very special guest. In all seriousness, very special guest, Raeven. And I've called you multiple names.
I was just going to make the same joke. I have a lot of names, too.
She has a bunch of names.
What's the first name you ever called me? You remember?
Ashley.
Ashley. Has nothing to do with me.
Ashley.
Ashley. Amanda. And then I just decided to go by Raeven.
Raeven. And Raeven is your middle name, correct?
Ray is my middle name.
Ray's your middle name. Okay. Well, let's talk about that there. Your middle name is Ray.
Okay.
How'd you come up with Raeven?
When I worked with a bunch of people like at Everevolved, like a bunch of rappers. So they all like, you guys have your rap names, and they were all joking how mine was just Amanda Mack. So they were like, Ray, the real Raeven. And then I don't know, it just turned into that.
Okay. I like that. I mean, that's actually dope.
I think they were saying it like to be funny, but then I was like, I don't know. It's like when I was Amanda, I was like so quiet. It was different. And then Raeven like is like an alter ego or something. Yeah. And now it just became me, so.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope, man. You swagged out, you got the hoodie and the shoes and the hat. Like I'm genuinely just happy to catch up with you.
I'm so excited. This is gonna be so fun.
I gave them a little bit of a history lesson earlier because you and I, we worked close. We were, I'm sure that there are things that I know there are things in this studio that you are partly responsible for being here.
Probably.
I think.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the couch we're sitting
really?
on.
Was this at my house?
I don't know. I went on.
No. Was it at some point?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I went on when I was out for paternity leave.
You joined a frat? I didn't know that about you.
See?
That part I didn't know.
When I had a kid and I decided that I was going to take some time off, when I came back to the studio, this couch was there. It was
okay, so then I'd say probably
I was like,
that's the only other option, I guess.
We upgraded couches.
Yeah. Okay.
Had a baby, had a couch.
That's how it usually happens.
The chairs or whatever. But we were once business partners, and we've done a lot together, and I think to this day, like just seeing where you've gone with it, like because you weren't always doing photos, but you've always kind of had like this really good eye. You know what I mean? Like you have like the interior design, decorative, like the aesthetic thing. You have that down. I don't, so you still
have all the other stuff.
You still want to come around and like help out with some of that shit. You can.
I can help you out. I can help you out a little bit. I can help you. I can advise you.
But honestly, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to do this interview because I feel like a lot has changed over the years.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want to tell you right now is like I'm grateful. Like I was at that party because. I'm sure some people know like the stories, like the backstories or whatever. And we don't have to get too deep into everything. Sure. But I was at that party. I think it was an Ever Evolve party at Cole's Bar, or was it Deem's party? It was somebody's showcase at Cole's Bar.
Okay, I vaguely remember.
It was after everything had kind of hit the fan or whatever.
You're right. We talked in the hallway,
and I was there. You came up to me, and I just felt so much better. Knowing that at that time we were good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I didn't know, because I know like a lot of things happen, and should I say names? Should I say
well I'm gonna we could say names. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna keep it. Yes, we can use.
Okay.
We can use names. So it's fine. Because at this point, I mean, it's been It's been a long time. Like, what difference does it make?
I know, but okay, I'm gonna say this first then too,
Okay.
because I want to put this out there. Like so there was BBE was once like a three-headed monster, right? It was myself, it was Amanda, or it was Raven, and it was Hayward. And I have not really talked with Hayward since, not that
Really?
much. He's messaged me a couple of times, but there was, and I told him this, like there was a time where I'm like, yo, I just have like, I've had this resentment, you know what I mean, about just kind of how things happen, and like I started just like rethinking about a lot of the stuff, and I don't want to have that. Like I've gotten over that. Like I'm not upset. And honestly, I probably should just reach out to him and like let him know, like, you know what I'm saying, at some point, because as I'm getting older, I do realize that people, you don't know how long people are gonna live. You know what I'm saying, and I wouldn't want the last thing or the last memory of, you know, me being upset or, you know, standoffish.
Especially after everything, too. Like,
Yeah.
everything behind it.
Yeah.
I'm saying with you guys, like, friendship-wise and studio-wise.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, and vice versa. So, you know, I just, but at that time, I'm like, yo, I don't know.
Well, even when you and I talked in the hall, and you were asking me if we were good, which was like, that like baffled me because I had never had any feelings, but I think I just didn't know. I didn't know where the two of you stood, like, ever, or at that time. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know the conversations you guys were having or not having, so I just was kind of hands off about it, dealing with my own stuff. But also, just being around that energy all the time made things seem way more chaotic and confusing than they ever had to be in any situation. So, like. Once I feel like I washed my hands of that and you and I talked, I just felt like so much clarity, and I was like, I never had any problems with you, but that person made things always seem like there was like a tornado of emotion and chaos, and it just, I don't know. Like, I never felt that. I never had any problem with the studio or you or anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Because like, for the longest, I'm like, okay, she did this, and I'm like, I'm glad that we were able to talk, because you know when you're in a relationship with someone, that's your, you know, you ride with them. So like, whether you think it's right or wrong, like if it's fuck that nigga, then it's for him, it's probably fuck that nigga for you too. You know what I mean? Like,
no. That I started to see so many people, places, and things in a completely different light once I stepped out of that part of my life. Like,
okay.
That just made things seem so much more chaotic all the time.
Okay. Well, see now, okay. Well, so maybe I shouldn't ask this next question, but I was going to ask if you all have communicated and how, but we could check up.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I just had the pleasure of spending 8 hours with him 2 Mondays ago.
How's he doing?
He's doing well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's doing well. I mean, we didn't really go back and forth about a lot, but we still had the car together. That was like the one asset that we just were like dealing with. But we had to go to the dealer and like sign it over, and he got a new car and all that stuff. But we were there together all day. It was fun, like cracking jokes, like, you know,
Good.
still same humor, funniness.
Good.
I don't know. He and I are both like so happy where, at least I am. Like, I know I'm so grateful, like where I am now. So I don't even like harbor bad feelings or negativity or hatred for anybody, but especially not for him, because
I'm good.
Truth be told, like after everything, like, you know how I was when he and I were married. I was so quiet, timid, like had all that shit not happen, like this wouldn't be happening. Like I wouldn't be this. So I'm like so grateful for all the shitty shit he did to me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
So I would tell him that, like, if I swear, I would be like, thank you, because like it forced me to just become myself. Like, it forced me to get to know myself.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I know, and I don't want to make it a him bashing thing.
I
Like,
know,
you
it's
know,
not.
you know
It's
me.
not.
Like but yeah. So okay, I'm glad that you said that, because I remember before, because it was, for those who don't know history, it was me and Ryan initially at the first Hayward initially at the first place, and you weren't a part of the equation yet.
I wasn't really doing anything media-wise or anything like that.
All I knew at that point was, I think that you at one point were doing wedding photography, right?
Yeah, that feels like a million years ago.
So that's
It
kind of
was.
how you got started, and then now it's like you're doing like all this great shit. So
Well, not even really, because remember during COVID, I didn't really have anything to do when I lost a job at the restaurant. Ryan's like, you should come in and start just doing BTS for the people that are still booking, like at the studio. And he's like, we need media because the only way we're gonna, I mean, we have to stay relevant online because we couldn't go out and do stuff and do shows anymore. Remember?
Yeah.
So he was like, come in and just take pictures. And then that's when I first started playing around on even Lightroom. Like I didn't know anything. So really, it was COVID at Beatbox that pushed everything. Not even the weddings and all that.
that's crazy.
'Cause
Wait,
I shot-
I thought the weddings came before.
They did, but I shot like I had done I think 2 weddings, but then I took a break for like years from photos. Like I was just playing around with it, and then
Okay.
it was COVID at Beatbox where that just I don't know, it picked back up once, and then remember it was like I don't even know who the first person. It was who's that little guy you record?
Nom?
The other little one.
What?
Who's that little guy? Lobby.
Lobby. Shout out
He's
Lobby.
the nicest man ever.
Shout out Lobby.
I swear. It's like you fall right back in line with him when you see him again. Like nothing changes. But he
Yeah.
was the first person I'm pretty sure I shot that booked me again. And his photos are what I think made Safi book me after. And then it just kind of took off from there.
It's crazy how that happens, like the domino effect.
My
Man.
neck is stiff right now.
But
I'm just holding my body so tense. I don't know why. I'm allowed to move. I don't know.
hey, take a sip of your mimosa, relax.
I have been sipping it.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Lobby, shout out Lobby. But
I
yeah,
know.
but I mean so you were green then, but even then like the photos were really good. And I remember you were doing graphics too. Mm-hmm. Are you
Yeah, remember when I was drawing? I don't know why I did that for a little bit.
But why? Because you were good at it.
Yeah, but I didn't really enjoy it.
Okay. So you just did it because you were good
Yeah.
at it, but didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't do that anymore.
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So if I know somebody that has some album art that
No.
they need,
I stay so far away from it.
what if they say pretty please?
I don't have the ability to draw anything. I no
Okay.
longer have I sold like my iPad, like that drawing pad that used to hook up into my Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I literally made sure there's nothing left that I can possibly get asked to draw and cover art again.
Okay.
Graphic design, sure, like typography,
Okay.
but
Wait, what's typography?
typography,
Typography. Yes. I can't talk. I'm not drunk already. I promise.
fraternity. Typography is like it's just like graphic design, like putting text together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Right. Okay.
That's all.
So like, is it kind of like so you do
like what you do with BB, like all that stuff is
Okay.
typography.
Okay.
Graphic design.
So technical terms.
Spit. Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, just seeing you pick up the camera there in those settings, and then kind of turning like your brand into this daily vision thing,
Yeah.
which has been dope. So can you just give me like I guess the backstory of what daily vision is? Yeah.
I don't fully still know what it is. I don't think. I'm figuring it out.
God damn it.
But listen, I'm going to go into it. We're going to figure it out together.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when I started writing it. I think I shot a show. What's that place that's like above Sub T? Remember that building or the tree?
It's Sub T.
No, not. Oh, sorry, like around the block, Treehouse or something. Tree.
Oh.
I don't even know if it's still there.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like 3 guys were running it, and Dean was associated with them. I don't know. You know
it's
that
like
venue?
it's a tribe or something.
Tribe House or
Tribe. Was it Tribe House?
I don't know. But I did a show there, and then I don't even know why. Out of boredom, I just put the word daily across it. Like that was it. I don't even know why I've taken a picture there.
I think I know why, but go ahead.
What are you looking up that venue?
No.
Okay, I was like, we don't have to figure it out.
I'm stalking your social media right now because I think I know why you chose daily.
Why? Well, no, wait. You think you know what? You think you know why I chose it?
I do.
For real?
I do.
You'd be educating me on my own brand.
Damn.
But then I daily stuck for like maybe I think a year almost, and then I shot a Mango Juju at Canvas when he was spray painting that corner like in live time, and that's the first time I ever wrote daily vision across it. And then I was like, we were like shooting the shit about it, and we were just talking about like his art, him with like painting and spray paint and all that, and then me doing photos, and I was like, oh, we all have a daily vision we work towards. So I do remember that point in time. But if you're going to tell me something else, then...
No, that's probably it.
No,
But
how do you know?
I remember a post. It was a photo that you shot.
Okay.
A photo that you had posted, and it was like something about this is what we do on a daily. So it kind of goes in line.
Yeah.
It kind of goes in line with what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, we do this shit on a daily. I thought that was
Yeah, that's what it said.
so that's what daily
I forgot
vision.
about that tag. Why did I stop doing that?
I
do this
mean,
shit on the daily.
it evolved into daily vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know exactly what it is. I like writing it across stuff, but now it's stuck. Like, it's so funny now because people obviously hire me to do like their pictures and stuff, but like consistently people will hire me now and they will ask like, do I get a daily vision like edit? Like, am I going to get a daily? So it's weird now because now in my contract, it's like one of the bullet points that says like, you are not guaranteed a daily vision edit. You are not guaranteed to be posted on my page. You are not guaranteed to be promoted.
Well, first off, I'm proud of you because you just said the word contract.
Yeah.
So how did you go about, just so I can know, how did you go about getting the contract for this stuff?
I mean, ChatGPT is pretty damn...
Yeah. ChatGPT is the shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, if you know how to use ChatGPT...
Actually, I don't know if I can help you. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, ChatGPT, but this is just another side note to a contract. I went on LinkedIn one day and followed literally every recording studio, like every studio ever, and then every magazine, like everything big. And I just started stalking people that were working at like Complex, Vice, and like all that. But I made so many friends like that. So one of my boys at Complex that I talk to like all the time, one of my good friends now, he talked to me about contracts because he wanted to make sure that I was right with dailies so no shit happened with my brand. He's like, I'm going to send you my contract so you can just copy it, modify it for yourself. I think he did it through ChatGPT, but I do have his stuff,
So you know me, I'm always about trying to educate people about business and shit. Mm-hmm. Did y'all hear that? I want. If you watch this video right now, I want you to
LinkedIn part.
Yes, rewind that part.
You have to.
She went on LinkedIn and she stalked everybody that's in the industry in which she wants to work.
Dude, VP marketing at Rock Nation started hitting me up and talking to me
that's
just
crazy.
because of off LinkedIn.
That's crazy,
isn't it?
Yeah, and see, and I feel like you just told me something because I'm on LinkedIn, but I'm not on LinkedIn.
Well, if you you click the company, like I went through and just looked at everybody that did photography or videography and boom, 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 like connected with absolutely everybody that had anything to do with. So just do anything audio or really anybody because you run a business, so you could ask so many different people things.
Oh my God! See, so. Hey, look, this is what I'm saying. We need to link a little bit more because like-minded, but you're taking this shit to a completely different level.
Okay, I only did that like once or twice, and then I never did it again. But
it worked out.
Yeah, I still have friends, but that's how the contract whole thing. I don't know.
Okay, and
just to circle back around, that's daily vision. I don't know.
Still don't know what daily vision means, but
I don't know. It's just it's like a. I don't know. I like Complex. I like Viceland. Like clearly, like that. I have kind of the same-ish font. Like I just like that look.
But it's dope and it's working. You know?
Yeah.
So now you have to like in your contract. Do you charge more for daily vision? Like if you want this to be a daily vision.
No.
Edit.
No, because I feel like that. I don't know. That's weird. That's doing too much.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
People deserve that. If they book me, like.
But what if they get upset?
They have, and that's why I had to put in my contract.
But I mean, if they get it, like, so if you say it doesn't guarantee that this is a daily vision post, what are they like? Well, what can I do?
Okay, you know what? I actually no one's been brave enough to do that yet.
Okay.
There's always a first, but a lot of times this is frustrating too. Mm-hmm. Still love all my artists, but it's frustrating when I will do all their photos and I will ask permission or I'll tell them like, hey, I want to do a daily post of you, but I want to make sure I'm not releasing your stuff before you're releasing your stuff. Because obviously they paid me for a service, so if they're rolling out a project, I'm not going to go make a huge-ass daily vision post of it.
Right.
But I will say to them, like, here's what I'm thinking of doing, blah, blah, blah. And I do have a lot of artists that say, can you give me other options of what you'd post instead? Can you do it with other... Like, they think they get to pick the photo for my fucking brand on my platforms. And that's why I had to put it in my contract, too, like, under no... Like, at no point is it up to you to decide how I... brand you with my company or like they'll be like, I don't know, I don't like that picture, I was thinking you could use this one instead, and I'm like, I'm the one that saw the vision.
So damn. Okay, so after you start putting that in your contract, have you had any issues
no.
Okay.
And then if I have had one or two people, if they say like I don't like that, then I'll just say like okay, I'm not gonna post it. Like that's your option.
Okay.
I think the art is dope. I chose this for a reason. It's my composition of the photo. Clearly, I see it a certain way.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, then fuck it. I'll post the person that booked me right after you.
Yeah. People are funny with that.
It's just a learning process. I feel like I was kind of probably like that in ways at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, it's creatives. Like I have similar situations that happen as a studio owner or whatever. I think somebody put it really well. I forget who it was, but if you're in this field, it's because one, you're brave enough to put your emotions on the line, but a lot of creatives are a little more emotional and just stranger individuals than most people, because that's what makes them that's what makes them good at what they do, though.
That's true.
I mean, you could look at Kanye West. We were just talking about Kanye.
God, you and Kanye, man. The love of his life.
So it's funny.
You too? Oh my God. That's why I hired you here.
I've been yeah. No, you know what? Honestly, when we did our interview with Isaac, I think it was, what was it? It was, we talked football, and I was like, I like this dude. Because he was like,
he likes what? Do you like Kanye?
Yeah.
Your feelings like Kanye.
Nah, but it was the Steelers. I think he's a Steelers fan. I think it was right before the Super Bowl, right? And you kind of had the same
This year?
view. Yeah.
Really? You just started here?
So yeah, they're interns. So the semester just, I don't know. Columbia College does semesters different, right? Because I feel like the internship started in February, which I thought it would start like as soon as the semester started.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Well, you've been out of college a long time, so.
Yeah. Back in my day, it wasn't 2 L's in college, it was 1. No. But I think, bringing it back, I think the reason that people are so like weird is also the reason that they're so dope with their music.
It's necessary.
I've been getting a lot of slack about my love for Doja Cat, but she's also like really weird.
She is.
I love her music though.
But that's what makes, I love her music too. But that's what makes her her.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Which I think someone just told me she deleted her Instagram.
She's leaving Instagram, or is she already?
Yeah. Why did she?
Social media. She said
she
needs a break. She said people are mean on it. Gets in your head. It's true. I mean,
people are like, if you got like 1 million something followers, like I could just imagine some of the shit that's in her comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it's good to take a break. I take a break every once in a while.
Yeah, I do
Deactivate my social media.
I don't deactivate it though. It's hard. How do you? Okay.
When I deactivate it, I have to put my phone on D&D, and for some reason, everybody thinks I'm having like a mental breakdown. Like my phone will blow up, which is not bad. But I have so many people that'll check on me, like, "Are you okay? Where'd everything go?"
I do that when I see people like not.
Nothing is ever wrong. Nothing's wrong.
Okay.
But I don't know. You ever check how long you spend on your phone? You ever go on that tracks your time on social media?
I don't spend that. So that's part of my problem. I feel like I'm just not on social media like the way that I want to be.
Oh.
I just got so much other shit, like my side hustles, and I'm being here, like, or if I'm with my son, like
that's good.
I don't have the time to be on it like that.
Sometimes it's like I clicked it one time. I mean, granted, I do a lot of work on my phone on social media, but it was like 7 hours one day. That's just too long.
If I could spend 3 hours, maybe 2 hours on social media, I probably should. But yeah, I can't. Normally, I get in and I feel so bad, like, because it's you know what I've gone through personally. Like I study like all like
the analytics you're talking about?
No.
Oh.
Well, I get caught up in behaviors, right? So
okay. I didn't know where we were going with this.
I've studied like personality.
For fun?
No.
Okay. Where are we going with this?
I'm just gonna say it feels really narcissistic to say like I just get on social media to post what I need to post and then get off. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what everybody does though. And some people just word it differently. We literally all get on there just to post to show something off.
Yeah, and then just go. I'll post, I'll send, I'll tag what I need to tag, I'll put some shit in my story, and then I'm gone. And then sometimes like at night when I'm like unwinding, I'll hop on real quick and I'll like and comment if I see my people, whatever, and then. But that's it. But normally I try to get in. Normally, honestly, if I could be completely candid with you all, like if I'm posting on social media, 9 times out of 10, I'm on the toilet. And
if I could be real candid with y'all,
if I could be
which honest, is gonna be so funny when I see you posting from now on. Like, I know exactly what Ron's doing.
Taking this shit right now. More than, or I just the other times are like if it's in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Because I just put my son down for a nap. I'm like, finally,
okay.
All right. But
you're gonna start telling us about your bowel movement time in the morning and then in the afternoon.
Well, who doesn't take a good morning dump or whatever?
Where is this podcast going?
I don't know. We're gonna get it back on track though.
This is why you need a list.
I have a list.
Wait, did I forget to answer anything else? Was that I don't even know what was asked last. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've worked with some bigger names. Like I see Logan and Vic Mensa. Like how did those come about?
Well, Vic's old. I mean, Vic is not old, but that working with him is old. Working with him was when I used to shoot I think for that girls' night, like that girls' DJ night thing. I think it was like Hannah was doing it, Morgan Gold and all them. I think there was a DJ on it. Or no, shit. I don't know. I worked with a female group, and one of the female DJs like texts me in the middle of the night. I woke up to get a drink of water, and I checked my phone, which I never do in the middle of the night, and she was like, "Are you free at 10 o'clock in the morning? Because Vic wants you to shoot." Like, he wanted me to shoot the cover for Vino Valentino or whatever album that was. And I thought I was like dreaming. I like looked at my phone. She's like, "Can you be there by 10?" I didn't realize she sent it to like a handful of photographers, and it was just the first one that was going to answer, and it was me because I happened to get up and get a fucking drink of water.
Wow.
So I was like, "Yes, I'll be there at 10." And then I just rolled up to the studio, and Vic was standing outside and let me in. They didn't end up using any of my stuff for it, but just like obviously in Chicago, like shooting him, and that just pushed my trajectory set me off a little faster.
Hell yeah.
And then Logan was last summer. I never met them or worked with them. And I was like, I contacted them because of just his aesthetic is not usually what I work with, right? Like his vibe. And I was like, I have this idea. I've wanted to do this shoot for so long, and I think you'd be perfect for it. I've been waiting for like the right person. Do you just trust me to do it? And he hit up his team or whatever, and they're like, go for it. So when they showed up to the beach that morning, I had been up all night. Like I set up like the couch in the water, like the trees. My friend Walter helped me from work. Like we both worked and picked up a U-Haul, went and picked up all the furniture, went up to Rogers Park Beach. The cops lit the beach up for us. Like it was a whole thing, and set that up, and Logan and his team showed up, and we're like, this is the most beautiful thing we've ever seen. So shooting that cover is what, all of a sudden I woke up like a couple days later, like Taylor Bennett had hit me up, Chance had followed me. Like it was a whole thing after that.
That's crazy. So you came up with that idea. And
I saw it on Pinterest. Like someone did something similar, but I was like, oh, they had a bed floating in the water, like way out in the water. And I was like, oh, I want to set up a living room in it. And then I just thought of Logan for it. It was so perfect. Like he didn't even know anything about it. And he showed up wearing, like his pants were the same color as the couch. Like it was perfect. Everything was.
I want to make sure
there were like 1,000 dragonflies like everywhere. The water was so still that morning. Like everything, it couldn't have been better. Like it was just meant to be.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna put this in the video because this shit looks like ridiculously good. So okay.
It wasn't even supposed to be the cover. That was supposed to be just for a single on the album. And then they saw that and they're like, this is obviously the cover.
And is the album?
It's called If I Have a Mental Breakdown, Call My Mom.
Yeah. So is the couch actually floating in the water? Because that shit looks...
Dude, I had to go behind like a grocery store. Or my friend Walter did. I was going to look behind grocery stores. He found some... Walter that I work with, anytime I need a prop for anything, he just finds it. Like he just has it or finds it. Like the craziest stuff. Like he just did... For another music video, I needed a tea set. And he found like a whole tea set for me. But he found everything. Like those plants are from his house, the couch, everything. Like all I brought was that blanket and that little phone. He got pallets. So we like... had to put pallets down in the sand, then try to put the couch on top of it, and it was fucking floating away. So then I had another videographer doing BTS there. They were sitting on the couch to hold it down while Walter's trying to anchor down and sandbag down the plants in the water. And the water's only like a little bit deep.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like maybe up to my knee, so a normal person's like shin or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was 104 degrees. It never ever got colder. So the day before was like the hottest day of summer.
What?
Through the night was 100, and then that morning was 104.
God damn. But
I was so sweaty, I looked like a drowned rat. First time meeting Logan and his team, it was.
This shit is so raw though.
He brought like a guitar and played it, and they did like their TikTok reels with it. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just like, I mean, you said you got the inspiration from Pinterest or whatever,
Yeah.
but so do you often feel like if I was like, yo, I want to get a photo shoot with you because I just like the way you look at things. Do you do like, I guess treatments for the photo shoots that you do?
Usually, I mean, I always ask people like, is it just for content? Is it for a project? Is it like, what's the purpose of it? And then I'll ask them if they have any ideas, and I either let them tell me or show me one or two things, and then I just say like, let me just run with this, because like I scroll on Pinterest all the time and save stuff. Like I have so much inspo on there, so I have a ton of ideas, or at least spins I want to put on stuff. I kind of just wait for depends on the person to tell me like, yeah, it's this what the song's called, this is what it sounds like, this is kind of what I'm thinking, and I already probably have like 3 things that I've been waiting to do.
Okay.
I'll be like, perfect. But I build out the treatments, like I build everybody out that has like emotion on it, color grading. It's like a whole big board, so we can see how everything's gonna go, so we can both okay it, location wise, everything, like a big treatment.
Can you go in detail with that for like? 'Cause I know there's gonna be like some photographers out there.
How to go about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, quite literally, just to make it's so easy. Just literally, I go on Canva for everything anyway. But go on Canva, it's like the way I see it. I do like emotion. I do color of the shoot, the vibe of it, like the inspo, like a couple pictures. I'll do like.
But I mean, how do you just decide like emotion and?
Well.
It's basically like when you listen to the music.
No, yeah. Like
kind of
you'll like the stuff I have on Pinterest. I don't know, like emotion. That I don't know how to explain that. I guess.
when people are like really talented and shit, they'll just say some shit like nonchalant, like I do all this amazing
Well,
shit,
for
but
that,
it's not really nothing.
For that Logan one, like I didn't want him to show up to that shoot and think he was gonna like sit down and like smile on the couch. So when I sent him the emotion part of it, it was like this picture that was edited like super blue, and this guy had his head down and the eyes were like whited out or like rolled back, and his face was just like fallen. So I wanted him to know like we're keeping like this is gonna be like deadpan stare, even though everything else around you is gonna be like really pretty. You have to be like cold, like emotionless in it.
Okay.
I don't know. Like that sets the tone for it. That's all that part is. I just want them to make sure you're not going to show up and he wasn't going to be like frolicking through the water and like kicking it around. Like it wasn't that kind of shoot. But it could have been had I not prefaced, this is the vibe we're going for. So make sure this is like incredibly like a higher fashion Model S type vibe and not, I don't know.
Got you. Okay, so there's emotion.
There's emotion. I choose like 4 colors and like line them all up, just like, little boxes of color. So we know, so like when they're getting ready for it, they know like when I color grade it, it's probably going to be those tones. Any props or anything we bring in it, probably going to be those tones. And then when they're getting dressed for the day, keep that stuff in mind too. If we're doing muted colors, don't show up in lime green with, a bright yellow bag.
And the muted color is like earth tones or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're doing like grays, and then maybe like one green, but soft green, do not show up in like, well, I don't know, lime green might look cool with that now. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Okay. But that sets a tone for that. And then I will put sometimes like poses on there, because sometimes I come up with crazy stuff too, or I see crazy stuff that I'll be like, you might think you're gonna look funny doing this or look stupid, but I swear it's gonna look dope. So I'll put the poses on there just to get them ready. Like, keep this in mind, I might be making you do this.
Okay.
And then set wise, I'll put stuff on there like, here's what I'm thinking about. Like, again, Logan, like couch in the water. I'm thinking we need plants. Like, just everything like on a board in front of you, so you can see basically what we're doing going into it.
That's dope. That's so dope.
Because if we don't, I didn't do that for so long though, and then you have someone show up to the shoot and we start shooting and they're like, oh, I thought this was going to be so different. And then I started asking myself like, well, of course you thought it was going to be different, because we literally didn't go over things together prior. And
now this is like a requirement. You won't do a shoot with someone without like giving them the
we
full
have
treatment.
We have to just to make everything run smoothly. And it makes people feel way more comfortable too.
Yeah,
it's intimidating going into a photo shoot. I don't even like getting my picture taken by people.
Me neither.
Right?
Me neither.
So it makes it a little less intimidating. They feel like they're way more prepared for it, and so do I.
Yeah. And then it comes out much better because you all are aligned in vision.
Yeah, they get so when they get their photos back and it kind of looks like what we talked about too. They get so excited. See,
look at you. That's dope. That's dope. So
just had to trust.
all right. So I mean, I mentioned Logan and Vic Mensa. Are those like I guess the biggest people that you work with, or
I did a Mine's tour. Remember?
Amine's tour? Yes.
Amine.
So wait, did you actually go on?
Just the Chicago leg.
Okay. How was that?
That was fun. That was my first time like in the pit, like down there shooting.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I looked kind of like a nerd. Everybody there was like super professional, like the big cameras for concerts. I just had my normal little camera.
Wait, but they hired you to be there.
Because his manager, Amine's manager is from Chicago. So when we were talking about it, he's like, I'm always down to give people opportunities from my city. So he just sent me a media pass and was like, all right, come hang out with us and shoot.
That's dope. That's dope. And what camera do you use?
Sony A6300. Same one literally we've had here. Like that camera is like old as fuck.
Yeah.
The same 30 Sigma lens too. I've never even got another lens. And how old is that stuff? Like 6 years old.
Yeah, but we started off with the Canon camera that we're shooting on right now.
We did?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We did? Wasn't there a Nikon too?
I don't think maybe there was a Nikon, but we definitely had this
Sony
Canon.
A7, or Ryan had something like that. The 6300 got passed down to me from one of you guys, I think.
I think him. I didn't have a Sony, but there's something about Sony. I feel like that.
Did you see that?
No.
I just almost knocked this over. No, this.
Oh.
Okay.
It'd have been fine. I have a Swiffer, and
That's okay.
we okay. But yeah, no, I feel like when I look at the Canon camera, like it looks good. Maybe I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's a good chance. But I feel like Sony's now, I just appreciate them much more.
They're so crispy.
Because I look at when I look at footage on a Sony, I'm like, it looks a little bit better.
Yeah. I think it just looks sharper all the time. The colors look really good too.
But there's like a thing, I think it's like, it shoots in a different way. What is it called?
Photo or video?
I think both.
Or both?
It's like
mirror?
Is it HDR or something? Or am I thinking of
Why are you
iPhones?
putting me on the spot like that?
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know things deep in my camera. Which sounds fucked up. I don't know. I just know how to shoot. Don't skip over that one.
Got you.
Okay.
So I see that you are a creative director.
Oh, Drew.
For Drew, what goes into creative directing? What does that mean?
Creative directing. Okay. They forced me to have that title.
Okay.
Which I appreciate because that also changed everything too, moving forward. But I don't know. I guess that means if on our team with Drew, I'm like the main one, I guess, that oversees the visual stuff. But there are people like videographers and editors and stuff. Why are you looking at me like that, smiling? I thought you were gonna make me laugh.
No.
Or you're gonna laugh. You know when kids,
I'll look this way.
I thought you were about to laugh. You know when they sit kids next to each other in class shouldn't be sitting next to each other because they're just gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I feel like that when I sit by you, that's how it is.
That's what's happening in this interview for sure. But
no, I don't know. We were on a call or something when I first started hanging out with Drew and them, and I said we had to say our roles, and I was like photographer, and Drew's manager was like, no, creative director. He's like, you're not just a photographer. He's like, you visualize everything and you see it through. That's not just photography. And I was like, oh, really? So then I just got used to saying that. So basically for Drew, like they come to me with ideas. Drew does all the time visual wise, and then he'll be like, help me get it all situated, and look a certain way, and then I'll figure out people to help us make it come to life. So
okay,
and I'll help pick out like videographers, editors, and all this stuff.
Is he with a label? He's doing all independent?
Yeah.
That's dope.
He hangs out with Rock Nation a lot.
That's dope.
Back and forth. He's cool. He found me through hashtags because Drew the Kid has 3 eyes in it, and so does Daily Vision. He found me because of that post when I did the Lotto cover, like remade the Lotto cover when it was like all the money on my bed. Mm-hmm. He found me through that, and then we had the 3 eyes and then connected. He DM'd me and was like, I basically want you to teach me or my team how you do or what you do, but teach it to us. And I initially got pissed and I was like, you want me to teach, instead of hiring me, teach your team to do what I do. Like, I got mad at first. He's like, no, that's not, maybe I worded it wrong. But now it's turned into literally the best like thing ever. And I've been with them for like a little over a year now.
It's kind of like how you just mentioned a vision board, right? Like you just kind of vision board his doings.
Yeah, they're cool, and they don't say no to anything. And the second they have an idea or I have an idea, Angel, like his manager, will be like, make it happen. Like, they're cool.
That's dope.
They're really good, genuine people. I love them.
That's dope.
Good energy.
I love hearing that.
You would like him. I should introduce you to him someday.
All right, yeah, I'm definitely down.